In this video, I'll show you how to generate a Gantt chart using PlantUML syntax. Now, to give you a brief context about PlantUML, PlantUML is an open source tool to create diagrams. You can create UML diagrams, mind map, flowcharts, etc. Diagrams are made version controllable. The output You can output the diagrams into PNG, SVG, and other formats. It is useful for visualizing diagrams like software architecture. You can write the code instead of doing a drag and drop using the visual editor. So Plant UML is all about generating the code and then generating that diagram. To start with, I've opened Visual Studio Code. I have installed Plant UML extension and I've installed Java within my system. Now type in Gantt.puml as the name of the file, and here we are going to write the code to generate the Gantt chart. So to start with, we'll start with start GANTT, and I'll call this as project alpha. So that's the name of my project alpha, and at the rate end GANTT. So that's the syntax of starting the Gantt chart. I'll say put the title, I'll call it as project alpha Gantt. If I want to do a preview, I'll just do a right click and preview the current diagram. So I got the title of project Gantt chart. Now I go ahead and add a caption. I'll call it as project Excel. So I can add a caption as well. So I'll just go ahead and preview the current diagram. So I've added title, I've added caption. Now I can also specify within the Gantt chart, like when does the project actually start. So this is how the project is rendered. Now I'll say project starts on, say, maybe first, say 2026 first Jan. So this is where the project starts as, okay. And I want the print scale to be daily. So I can call it as print scale daily. Now that's a scale through which your Gantt chart will be visible. So either you can show daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, those kind of information you can render, because it's all about time rendering, right? So you get a Jan, you get Thursday 1, Friday 2. Now here I can specify, say, task. So let's assume there is a task one, which is like uh, pre-sales work. So there is a pre-sales work. So that's one of the work. So I can say pre-sales starts on, or maybe starts at 2025 1 15, and it lasts 5 days. So this is how I can write the item within a Gantt chart. So when does it start? How long does it last? And then it will start rendering the content. We need to make sure that the syntax is correct, like it should follow YYMMDD format. And now as you see over here, it has rendered it, but then we are not able to see some correct information, right? So I say pre-sale started at 1/1/15. Now we can make sure that you can just format this in a specific format. I will just say preview the current diagram. And now if you see, you have written the year as 2025, and that's why it has not given you the correct information. Now if you put the year as correct and the format as correct, then it will start giving you the information. So pre-sale starts at 15/1/2026, and this is what the Gantt chart will look like. Then I will say there is a say design work. So design work, I can say last 27 days or 20 days, and is colored in green. I can even put some text around it. I can put an alias for that. So if I say design work last 20 days and is colored in green, now you need to actually specify when does it starts. Okay. Now design work starts from first because the project actually starts from first. I can easily specify design work starts after pre-sales. I can even say that. So I can put that linkages around, like what is the sequence. So I can just say design work starts after pre-sales, because that's when you get the project, right? Pre-sales is, and you need to specify pre-sales start. And then that's how you can build that sequencing around the work. But make sure that any object which you put, like the task and the square bracket, design work, pre-sales, etc., it should be properly structured. So it says design work starts after pre-sales start. Instead of that, what I wanted is like pre-sales end, and then it will have that relationship of finish to start. So pre-sales first it starts, then it goes to design work, and then you have that sequencing. And this is how the sequencing works. Now I can say task A lasts 3 days, task B lasts 5 days, task C lasts 7 days. So I can just say task A, then task B, and then task C, and then task D over here. And I can say this lasts 13 days, this lasts 6 days, this lasts 9 days. And every task will start from the first over here, because until unless you specify when does it start, it will assume that the project starts at 1/1/2026, and it will start generating the Gantt chart for you. Now you can also start using the variable. Like if you don't want to hard code the item, you can start using variable. Now I'll give an example. Like you put an exclamation and you put a dollar sign, and then I'll call this as duration. So let's assume that's like the duration, and duration is maybe 12. Okay, and in like the task, I will say plan work last dollar duration. Now I'll call it as duration X. Okay, and I can copy this entire string and last dollar duration X, and then I can specify the item days. And I can even say plan work, and then I can establish that relationship, that plan work arrow, and then this is coming after pre-sales. So I can establish that linkages over here. So let me preview the current item after using the variable. So exclamation, and then you put the variable name, so dollar duration X, and then I say plan work last dollar duration X days. And as you see over here, plan work last duration 12 days. So after 12 it will start, and then plan work is linked to pre-sale. So this is how you can establish that connection with it. Now I can specify task B is colored in yellow. I can specify that task B is colored in yellow. Now the task B lasts 13 days, and task B is colored in yellow. Now as you see over here, this Gantt chart has updated the color. So like that, you can color various other tasks within your system. You can establish that sequence, you can establish the duration, you can establish the relationship as when to start, when to end, etc. So that's it, folks. This is all about Gantt chart in PlantUML. Thanks for watching.